Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. Today we have a writing task from our viewer. Her name is Mai from Australia, aiming for a 6 in IELTS writing. So here is today's task. Some people say that news media is becoming more influential on today's people's lives, and this is a negative development. What extent do you agree or disagree? So it's a what extent type question. Okay, let's read through her response. The technology has hugely developed for the past few decades, and people are given numerous information by news media. Some people say that this is a drawback progress. However, I disagree with this opinion for the following 2 reasons. Nowadays, people can get information by news media with many methods such as TV, internet, and radios. The main reason why news media is positive development is that people can prevent from danger situations such as disaster. In Japan, it is said that there are a lot of sea waves disaster as well as an earthquake disaster. Then, news media provides significant information for Japanese to escape and protect in advance from these situations. In addition, having information is that people can get positive opportunity to exchange information with neighbors. This situation makes people cause not much damage. Body 2. The second reason is that news media makes people live comfortably because they can know news of transportation faster. There is traffic jams that makes people annoyed as one of road problem. However, people can avoid and they can find other faster way even during they are driving with car radio. So, they do not need to worry about delay to go to school and company meetings. Moreover, trains and buses also sometimes delay or pause, but people can reorganize and choose other best way when they know in advance. Therefore, news media provides people's positive effect. Having said that, although some news media consider just to get charged as their profit from citizens, that is why some news media company might be let people think a negative development. In conclusion, in my opinion, I believe that people cannot live without news media. Therefore, this is a positive development in a society. So that was 286 words, which is quite lengthy. You want to keep it around 250, 260 because the quality is much more important than writing a long essay in the limited amount of time that you have, obviously. Okay, but otherwise, that's good. Let's have a look at the feedback, general feedback about this essay. Going back to the introduction, it's generally well written. Okay, there are a few grammatical or word choice errors in there, but it has the necessary information that you want in an essay introduction. Body 1 has a good main idea, but the problem that I want to address is having a second in addition opinion at the very end of this essay. So this sentence here, okay, adding another idea onto the end of this essay. This is generally not a good idea because having one sentence to explain one idea is not enough to communicate and support the idea. It usually takes about 2 to 3 sentences to fully communicate one idea to the reader. So don't leave one sentence at the end of this body unsupported, undeveloped. It would be better to end this with a body conclusion because you already have a nice 4-sentence body. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sentences there, which is 75 words already. So it's nice. You only need one more sentence or so to conclude this body. Okay. The same kind of problem occurs in body 2. At the very end, you add this opinion to the end of it. Now, this time, it is actually at the opposite side of the argument. This is a very common choice that people take when they write their essays, but it's not necessarily always the right choice to make. Bringing in the opposite side of the argument in your essay is only required when you think it will work, or if you think you need it because it's a discuss both views type essay. If this question is a to what extent do you agree or disagree? So you've chosen to disagree 100%. Okay, news media is 100% positive. But you have written here that some people think that it's negative. Okay, you didn't have to bring that because it weakens your position. It makes the reader confused. If you had to say, why did you bring in the opposite discussion? There's not really a clear answer to that. So you can take that out altogether, and that would make your essay much more organized to the reader. Okay. The conclusion. One tip about the conclusion. The conclusion is the summary of the essay. So common rules would be don't bring in new information. Okay. This opinion here, I thought that it could be a better summary. I believe that people cannot live without news media. Is that what you are writing in the essay? People cannot live without it? Not really. So you haven't summarized the essay very truthfully. So that is another thing that you can work on. Make sure that the conclusion reflects your argument in the essay. Okay, so with those points being the major areas where I want to revise, I'm going to go through the whole essay, look at all the grammatical and lexical errors, as well as the task response criterion, where you have added those extra arguments in that you didn't need. Okay, let's go and fix them up. Starting from the introduction. Although the introduction was well written, you have a few grammatical and word choice errors. The technology has huge developed. Okay, so developed greatly is more grammatically correct in the past few decades, and people are given numerous information by news media. Some people say that this is a drawback progress. Now, drawback and progress are both nouns, so you can't really use drawback as an adjective for progress. So maybe a useful word here would be to use the word harmful. So news media and its influence is harmful for our society. Okay. However, I disagree with this opinion for the following 2 reasons. You've said that there are 2 reasons, so make sure that body 1 is one reason, body 2 is another reason. Okay? Don't make it sound like there's 3 or 4. Nowadays, people can get information by news media with many methods. Okay? Nowadays, people are dependent. I would choose something like this because it reflects the task a bit more. The task says media is becoming more influential. This is a negative development. So the influence is a key word, I think. So people are dependent. Media is influential, but that is positive, is your position. So people are dependent on information by news media, from TV, internet, and radio. Let's fix those plurals up. The main reason why news media is a positive development is that people can be prevented from dangerous situations, such as natural disasters. Okay, if you don't have natural disasters, it can mean any disaster. But Mai is talking about natural disasters here, so let's put that in to make it clear. In Japan, this was a good example. It is said that there are a lot of sea waves. So waves is spelled like this, but you can also use the term tsunami, because that is used in the English vocab. Okay, tsunami disasters, as well as earthquake or earthquake disasters. Then is a common mistake. Then does lead to something, but this doesn't. So news media provides significant information for Japanese to escape and protect themselves in advance from these situations. Okay, well done. So we were saying, don't put this in addition, exchanging information with neighbors. This is a completely different topic. Okay, so let's take that off. And we were saying, let's write a body conclusion. A body conclusion, you've done well in body 2, but you can say something like, this is why it is good for media to have a strong influence on people. Perhaps that is a nice simple body conclusion. It summarizes what you wanted to say in this paragraph. Okay. And then your body 1 is a nice length and a nice support. It's 87 words. You want to aim for 80 to 90 words in one body, so that's great. So let's move on to body 2. The second reason is that news media makes people live comfortably, or people's lives comfortable. Okay, I think that's what you meant. Their lives become comfortable. Start with the topic sentence being a bit more general, and then move into explaining what you mean. So by checking news media, maybe people can receive news of transportation faster. Okay, so there is traffic jams. Traffic jams make people annoyed and is one of road problems. However, people can avoid and they can find faster way, and they can find, people can, you've already written that there, people can avoid it and find other faster ways even while they are driving with the car radio or by listening to the car radio. So they do not need, so is a bit, it's not used in written communication much in academic writing. So they do not need to be worried about delay to go to school. Okay, maybe being late to go to school and company meetings. Okay, being late to school and company meetings. Moreover, trains and buses also sometimes delay or pose. So pose is posing, but pause, pause. But people can reorganize and choose other better ways when they know in advance. Therefore, news media provides people's positive effect. It provides people with positive effects. This is a very nice body conclusion. So, you know how to write the conclusion, you just didn't do it in body 1. Take away what I just did. Take away, having said that, although some people think it's negative because it doesn't help you at all. Only do this if you need to discuss both views of the essay. Okay, so we'll take that off, and this is a nice body paragraph. In conclusion, in my opinion, I believe that people cannot live without news media. That's not what you were writing in the essay. So what you were writing is, I believe that maybe media provides many benefits to our society or many benefits to our lives. Therefore, this is a positive development in our society. Okay, news media. That would be excellent. So in order to receive a 6, you want to organize and choose your ideas a bit more. Choose whether or not you need that idea. Think about whether you need both sides written in your essay. Okay, and then arrange your responses from there. Okay. So this brings the word count down to about 250. Okay, so this essay would be 250 words long, which is a very good length. You don't want to be under, and you don't want to be too much over. Okay, so I hope this video helped. It's great to see your essays like this, so please keep submitting. If you want more information, visit our website at IELTSwriting7.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can keep you updated. Alright, good luck with all of your studies. Thank you very much. Keep going with your writing.